Yo, what's up, my people? I'm back again with another video. I hope that y'all are doing well and staying well wherever you are. So today I'll be talking about how your brain can be actually hacked. I got this idea from like I was watching a series, like in the morning, right? And then like this guy, like, it was four of them, right? And it was this guy. It's the series it's the series Halo. Like the new series that they just released like this year, Halo. Yeah, I was watching it, and then those the first guy, I think it's from like what, a PlayStation game or something like that. Yeah, I think so. So like this other guy, right? Like there were four of them, and then these guys, like, they had no memory of who they are, where they come from. All they knew about themselves was to kill, to murder. And they soldiers, they protect people. They feel nothing. They date nobody. All they do is they go to missions and kill people, and then they must complete the mission. So now this other guy, right, in the first episode of the series, Halo, right, there was looking for this artifact called the Covenant or something like. I don't think it's the Covenant. I think the Covenant is the enemies, but I think it was this sort of key or something, keystone or something. And then this other guy, right, like there was four of them, right, and then I think it was three guys and a girl or something like that. So this other guy, he touched that story, he touched it, and when he touched it, it activated, and then like they were like other beings, that look like reptilians and shit. If you go check out the series, man, there was other beings, right, that were looking for it, and then when they touched it, it couldn't do anything. It didn't light up, it didn't activate, it didn't move. But when that guy touched it, it activated, and then that guy suddenly remembered his childhood, suddenly remembered his mom, his parents and stuff like that. And then after touching it, he was questioning stuff. He was really shocked because he didn't have memory of his parents, where he comes from, of or who he is, or how to feel. So like he was very, very shocked. So like when it touched it, it activated, right? And then he started to see visions of himself and his family, his mom and stuff like that, blah blah blah, you know. And then he started questioning, like, the pet, like that lady that was programming them, telling them who they are, erasing their memory. That guy told her, like, yo, I had visions of something of my family and stuff like that. And then that lady was so shocked, was like, wait, what? He remembers, and stuff like that. So what I took out from that movie, from that series, from that first episode, is that you can actually be programmed, and that in that series, that woman was actually talking about how she's gonna make sure that that guy that touched that artifact and then activated it is gonna make sure, she's gonna make sure how he's gonna forget more, how it's not how are they gonna control their minds, because there were like four of them, and then they were talking about how they can control everybody, right, that they were coming up with AI technology, how they can control stuff, control that guy's mind, control those soldiers' minds to forget about everything and only be programmed to be a machine. That dude was actually talking like a machine, like a robot, bro. Like a robot. And then there was a line, he said that he never felt anything. He never felt anything before, but that moment he felt something. He felt something, which meaning he was living like he believed to be a robot. If he believed to be a human killer, he believed to be a murderer or whatever. He didn't know himself, even his name was like a nun. It was like a number 117 or something like that. You know, it's like what I took from that episode, right, from that series, is that bro, we can actually be programmed, and these people, they're showing us with their movie, especially like since 2019 till now. You must watch those movies, bro. Watch the movies from 2019 and series from 2019 till now. They're showing you something, bro. They're showing you something, bro. This woke stuff and conscious stuff, they've been knowing it for like the past, I don't know, for a long time. So now they're putting it in the movies because they know that it went, global and stuff like that. Anyway, So what I took from that movie is that you can actually be programmed. You can be conditioned to be the person that you are not. You can be conditioned to think like a robot. You can be conditioned to think like another race. You can be conditioned to do things that are unnatural, and then you think that is reality, and then you think those things are natural, but they're not natural. Just that your brain, which is a biocomputer, has been hacked, and now your neurons are shooting in a different way. That's why they take us all to the school. What they're giving us, like they're giving us every single thing, because they know over time, once we keep on learning those things or keep on hearing those things and seeing those things, our neurons, our pathways are gonna be created, and our neurons, they're gonna shoot like that direction automatically on autopilot. And then you start to believe that it is yourself, when actually it is not yourself. You're just being conditioned. You're just being programmed to be something that you are not. You are out of touch with reality. You are living in an artificial world, an artificial matrix, or something like that. But I was like, when I watched that, like when that guy remembered, I was so shocked, because he didn't even know himself. He couldn't trust people, because like what he knew about himself was I don't know, was a program, was a matrix. Was a matrix, bro. And then the funny thing is that that guy went back to the enemies, and the enemies were actually went back to the good guys, like to that lady, and that lady was actually the bad guys. Like that organization was actually the bad guys. Yo, bro, the government is the bad guys, dog. I'm telling you, like this system, like the system has created specific organizations that we go to for help, but then they're not helping us. They are not helping us at all. They're just I don't know, trapping us, enslaving us, not helping. They're not helping us, bro. The good guys are actually the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? The good guys are actually the bad guys, bro. Because now they're even showing us in the movies how the system, how the government can manipulate the people, the masses, via media, via so many things, via phones, books, bro, like this, via the system, bro. They've created a system whereby, bro, you're locked in. You believe everything that's in that matrix, in that artificial reality. We're actually living in an artificial reality. What we're living right now is not reality, it's artificial, it's not natural. Yeah, it's not natural. So that's why when you tell people like, yo, this is what is up, they don't get it. They don't get it, bro. Because in their minds, what they know is what they know. What they know is the reality. So now, because you unplugged, because now something happened to you that made you unplug and remove yourself and question, something made your neurons shoot in a different direction, and now you're starting to create a different pathway for your neurons to shoot, for the message to go in a different direction. Now you're living in two realities, the artificial reality and then the reality of your ancestors, of your past, of where you come from spiritually, of your spiritual beingness. Now you know that you're a spiritual being. You know that you're coming from some place, some star, some system. You get it? And then now you have another reality whereby you are here, you only remember what they tell you. People remember what they only been told. When you tell people like, yo, bro, you go far way back, you go way back, they don't get that shit. They be telling you like, no, our ancestors were struggling, our ancestors were uncivilized, our ancestors were not living the right way and stuff like that. And then these people that came in and made themselves look like they are saviors, but they know they are enslavers. They believe them more than they believe their own ancestors, more than their own bloodline, bro. I can't get it how people can not believe what their ancestors used to do and believe what somebody that doesn't even look like them tell them what to do and what is reality. But your ancestors, millions of people that came before you, they were living the perfect life. They were living in their own system. Right? They were living in their own system, but now you don't believe it. Like, how can that happen? How are people so cut off It's because of programming. It's because your mind is a biocomputer. It can be hacked. They can make sure that your neurons shoot differently, not normal. They can make sure that something that is unnatural for you and your being is natural for you, which is not right. Which is not right, bro. No, all we need is the right information and then they're done for. But they will never provide us with the right information in the institutions and organizations because they are not our saviors. They're not in it for the good of the people, of the good of the humanity. They're not. They're in it from for the enslavement to drain us of our precious life force, our vital energy that we have to use to create the life that we were meant to create from the beginning. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, y'all go, I really hope somebody watches this video, bro. I hope that somebody watches this video and go watch that series called Halo. It's on Netflix, it's on Showmax. I think in South Africa you can find it on Showmax, bro. If you live in South Africa, you can find it on Showmax. It's called Halo. Just watch the first episode and you can see and and then like like those and then like those bad guys, right? Like this like there's a group of extraterrestrial beings, right? They look like reptilians. I mean, like damn, like why does these niggas look like reptilians and shit? Like those they're reptilian like, like, and then there's humans and then there's reptilian like people there, man. Like there's different beings and species there. But go watch it, dog. It's a sci-fi series, dog. And it tells you the truth. How they can program us and how they're thinking to program us more. That's the funny thing, they're thinking how to program us even more. Making us detached from ourselves even more, man. I've said enough, man. Like, but just know that your brain is a computer, bro. What you see on your laptop is what's going on in your brain. If you can delete something on your phone, on your laptop, you can actually believe it. You can actually delete it. That belief that you used to believe, you can actually delete it and unbelieve it and add something new to your brain. Add something new to your consciousness. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like you technology, bro. Your brain, like it's an organ, it's a receiver. It's full of electricity in there, bro. They don't want you to know it because once you know that, you're untouchable. You know that, man. I can use neuroplasticity on myself. I can reprogram myself to think differently. You know what I'm saying? Man, I hope somebody watches this video, man. Like, sincerely, I do. Because, like, bro, this shit is real. These people are not playing. They're even showing us in their movies. The good guys are the bad guys. Like, what the fuck, bro? Your brain is a biocomputer. What the fuck, bro? You can be hacked because your brain is filled with electrons, electricity. Bro. Man, I've said enough, man. Please hit the like button down below if you enjoyed the video, if you dig the video, and comment down below and subscribe to my channel, man. You know, man, like this makes me feel good about myself, talking about stuff like this, But yeah, man, anyway, I've said enough, man. See you next time on another video. Peace. I'm out.